You there. Is artificial intelligence a better designer than you? The answer should be a hard flat no. Even if graphic design is your passion and you have a Comic Sans poster in your bedroom wall. What if I told you that artificial intelligence hasn't grasped the core basics of graphic design just yet? Would you believe me? I implore you to design a poster or a leaflet or anything with AI and try and make it have, or try and use 3 different levels of hierarchy. You'll probably find it very difficult because, as it stands right now, AI doesn't know how to implement the core principles of graphic design. For example, right here, I have asked Midjourney to make me a social media banner for a gaming channel, one that uses visual hierarchy and color contrast. The results are, well, frankly less than ideal. You might be able to get close to what you need by spending ages finessing the prompts, but the likelihood is, or the actual reality is, that humans will always do a better job at the moment. Also, you actually need to know the knowledge of design principles beforehand, so you can then input them into AI itself. I mean, here's another result that Midjourney gave me for a gaming channel. I can of course take this and then use it as a basis to expand on, but I still need my design skills and my knowledge as a graphic designer to end up with a somewhat decent design. Here's another important thing that humans do a lot better than AI. Now you see, AI works or operates based on patterns it's been taught in the training process. While it can generate designs that align with existing examples and learn from previous results, it lacks a capacity for creativity and imagination that humans do have. That word is crucially important here: creativity. Creativity is essential for coming up with genuinely novel and groundbreaking ideas. Also, think about this. A lot of the time when we're designing something, we are actively drawing from our life experiences and emotions to create powerful design, one that resonates with a certain audience. AI, on the other hand, is a cold set of algorithms and it has no life experience to draw upon or emotion. So here are 3 posters aiming to show the negative effects of social media on society. One of them is designed by a human and the other 2 are AI designs. Now it probably should be obvious which one is the human design, and of course it is this one right here. And for the AI designs here, I used Midjourney and some basic prompts to see how well it could actually grasp the design for today's video. Or should I say grasp the design concept. The prompt was, design a poster showing the dangers and negative effects of social media on society and people. See, the reality is that at the moment, AI lacks the ability to truly understand emotions, empathy, and the human experience. While it can analyze and recognize emotions based on data patterns, it doesn't genuinely feel or comprehend emotions like we do. And as a result, AI-generated designs might actually lack the emotional depth and connection that human designers can infuse into their work. That isn't to say you cannot ask ChatGPT to make concepts based around emotion and then take those concepts to AI-generated design platforms. You can. But as things stand right now, today, programs like Midjourney cannot compete with humans on an emotional level. A human graphic design concept will be far more effective in most situations. The next thing humans can do really well but AI simply can't is probably AI's weakest point of them all. To demonstrate just how bad this is, I tried a couple of different AIs this time around. Firstly, here are 2 logos I attempted to make in Midjourney. And no, the problem isn't actually logo design, which is quite far off from what I wanted anyway. No, the problem here is actually typography. I stated twice in the prompt that I wanted the text to read Invictus, and yet here we have dint its, whatever that means. And on the second logo we have JNITICON, or Geneticon. But I then headed over to Microsoft Bing's image generator with the same kind of process, and there were some surprisingly interesting results there. The logo itself was so much more on the money than Midjourney, but again, look at the typography. It's simply way off. AI can't even get the right letters or language, let alone font pair, kern, justified text, know what leading is, or even use specific fonts. I wonder if AI shares a common distaste for Comic Sans like most designers do. But then again, it doesn't really have emotion, so yeah. For the next reason why human designers still kick AI butt, it's potentially a sore spot or touchy subject for some people. You know when your clients come to you and they say, oh, make it pop or fill up the negative space? As a designer, you need to listen to their point and then decide if it's valid or not. And from there, you can decide to either take it on board or try to persuade them otherwise. AI doesn't do that, especially in the design space. Basically, AI does what it's told or what it's been programmed to do. The deep and crucial thing here is that the client communication can be nuanced, involving in structured information, different tones of voice and language, and importantly, context. Human designers can actually interpret subtle cues, body language, and non-verbal communication during meetings, and this is critical for building trust and understanding with client expectations. At present, today, there isn't an AI that can do all of this in real time for designers. Not saying that won't happen in the future, but as for now, this is how it stands. Adobe is getting pretty close to making a program that can actually accomplish much of what we've spoken about today, or at least make some headway to it. So we're going to see where this ends up in the coming years. Designers who are moving with the times and using AI not to design something specifically, but to aid in the design process and workflow, they're the ones saving time, taking new design paths, and potentially finding new inspiration and motivation. And it's going to continue in that direction for the foreseeable future. But if you want to learn a skill that AI really cannot do, just click that video on screen, and until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.